Hey guys, it's Paulo Haddad here, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how you can download, install Python. Then I will show you how to identify which Python version Windows uses as default when you have multiple Pythons in your machine. And finally, I will show you how to access the Python version you want and identify the packets that we have in that base Python. Okay, so to start with, let's go to the computer. Here we are gonna go and type Python download. So as you can see here, we have let's go to the first link, download, and then I'm gonna select Windows. And here guys, we have now the latest version 3.9. However, I'm gonna use 3.7 version because it's something that I've been using for the last 2 years, and I think this is the most stable one that we have right now. So if you want to use like a new version 3.9, 3.8, no problem at all. You can just do the same process I'm gonna do here with you using 3.7, and everything is gonna be almost the same. Okay, so I can go to like let's see, 3.7. The version I have here probably is this one, 3.7.9. so I'm gonna download this version. As you can see here, we have a bunch of options. We have options for 64 bits, and we have options for 32 bits, right? So for 64 bits, we have 3 options. I'm not gonna explain the difference between them, but basically we need to download the executable installer version. I'm gonna go ahead and download it. So it's gonna take a few seconds. Here we have that. So let's run it. So install now. One thing though that I want to mention here is that you have the option to check this add Python 3.7 to path. So basically, if you do that, we are going to include this path as an environmental variable in our Windows machine. Which it means is that when you type in your command prompt Python, Windows will identify where is this Python located, because we have the string in the environmental variable location, and then Python will launch and Windows will launch Python for us, right? So it's up to you to do that or not. Just to let you know that I'm not gonna do that right now because I need to explain other things and I don't want to mess things up here. So I will leave that unchecked. However, you can do that, and I will explain a little in a second what that means. So let's go to install now. So a few seconds to do that. Yeah, it's done. So we will close it. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and open my command prompt, and I'm gonna type Python. So see what I have here. I didn't include 3.7 to path, right? However, I have done that for my Python 2.7. So when I go here and I type Python, since this Python location, this Python path is a environmental variable of Windows, Windows identify it and learns Python here for me. But this is not the Python I want. This is the Python Windows uses at default. Probably if you have your first Python 3.7 and if you had selected add to path, you will see in your case Python 3.7. So let me quit here. So I'm out of Python. Now let's find where is my Python 3.7. So you can go to a folder. So you can go to C2 points and you go then to users. In Portuguese here is usuários, but you go to users and then you go to your name. For instance, mine is Paulo here. Then you go to app data. Let me find that. So I don't see app data here. So why not? Because probably I need to go to view and hiding items. So you go here and probably in English is hiding items. So I select it. And now as you can see in the folder appears app data. Okay, you go there and then you go to local and then you go to program. Let me find that. Programs, where's programs? Okay, here, and then you go to Python. So you see here that I have two Pythons. So Python 2.7, the one that you saw before, is actually in another location, but after Python 3, this is the place where you're gonna find your Python 3 versions. Okay, so I have a Python 3.7 and I have a Python 3.8. So if you go to Python 3.7, you're gonna see that this is the program that Windows would launch to launch my Python 3.7.9. So just to show you that you can hold Shift and right click, and you're gonna have an option count copy as path. In my case here is copiar como caminho, but for you it's copy as path. You're gonna do that. You can go back to your command prompt, your terminal, and then you paste it. So what we are doing here, you're saying Windows, I want that you run this program, this Python under this location. So when you do that, instead of having a Python 2.7, what you have now is Python 3.7.9. Now you are using your base Python version 3.7. I'll show you one example. If you do 3 plus 2 and hit enter, it's gonna be 5. So we are running now Python commands. So I can quit it. And that's it. So another thing that I want to show you is that, for instance, if I want to check which are the packages that I have available in my base Python, this is something I'm going to talk about in the next video about how to create a virtual environment for Python. But now what I want to show you is that under scripts, let me go here, scripts. We have a program called pip. There's pip 3.7, pip 3, but I guess all of them works in the same way. I'm gonna again hold Shift, right click, and I'm gonna so hold Shift, right click, and copy as path. And I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna copy this program. So this program is inside my Python 3.7. So pip is basically the tool that we use to manage our Python package. We're going to talk about that in the next video. But here I just want to show you that I can list all the packages I have here. So when I do that, I see I have a pip package and a setup tools. Okay, those are the packages I have in my Python 3.7. I can show you where those guys are. Is basically you go to lib, lib, and then you go site packages. So here you have pip and setup tools. Okay, so that's the packages we have. So if you decide to pip install some packages here, this is the location they will end up. I really suggest you not to do that, not to install any package in your base Python if possible, because we are going to do that when when we create a virtual environment, okay? And there we can manage the packages we need for a specific project. This is, I guess, the best way to organize things. But let me show you now my Python 3.8. So let's see if I have different packages here. I don't have any different packets, but I guess I can change this guy here. So let's go to script, and then I'm gonna go pip. So copy as path. Now, so this is for my Python 3.8, as you can see, and I'm gonna list. Okay, I have 2 packages as well, very organized. But I can go here again, you know, and pip install. Numpy is a really famous package. Let's do that just to show you one thing. It's installing. Actually, it first downloads from PyPI, and yeah, it's installed. So I can go back and go to pip list. As you can see now, we have 3 packages: Numpy, pip, and setup tools. You can go to your Python 3.8 folder, lib, site packages, and then you have Numpy here. Okay, so what I showed you here, guys, is that Windows can save a Python name. So if I type Python, it's gonna launch 2.7. It because the path is environmental variable. You can change it if you want to the Python you want. So it's just to give the address, the entire address. I also showed you that you can go and get the specific address, the specific path of your program, and run the Python you want. Also to list the packages you have in that Python, and also install any other package. But we're not gonna do that in the next video using the terminal. We are going to use an integrated development environment, which is IDE. We are gonna use PyCharm, and there I'm gonna show you how we can control all those things with the IDE, which makes things easier for us. And I guess that's very interesting for us that are more engineers than programmers, right? So I hope you have enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comment, any suggestion, please feel free to leave in the section below. That would be lovely. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.